Spirituality as a pathless path. Well, it's pathless. I haven't heard it described like that, but that's okay, it works. It's pathless in one way because you're not going anywhere. A path implies a beginning and an end. You know, the ashram has a pathway, for example, that runs up the center. At one end is the back gate, at the other end is the front gate. And regardless of where you begin, you walk on the path, you're going to get to the other. A road is a path, it begins somewhere, it ends somewhere. Spirituality is not going someplace. And so the concept of a path implies that I better get started, I better start putting one foot in front of the other and moving. Whereas what spirituality is sit down exactly where you are. There's no better moment. There's no better place. Right here, this is it. There's nothing 5 feet ahead. There's nothing 5 miles ahead. All that it is right here. And so if you think about it as a state rather than a path, so it's a state of being, not a static state of being, because you have to keep doing it. It's a state of being that requires, at least in the beginning, almost constant recalibration. It's a balancing state of being because you're constantly being pulled out of it. The senses are pulling you. The world around you is pulling you. The mind is pulling you. And so you're constantly trying to stay in that state. But you're not going anywhere. If there were a path, it would be a path that only went in. The only destination is in. But the dilemma with describing it like that is when you reach really the end of the in destination, you realize there's no distinction between in and out. And so I would hesitate to even actually describe it like that. The direction is in. If you asked, well, all right, which way to face? Okay, I'm not going anywhere, but which way to face? Face in. All the senses that you use usually face turning outward, turn them inward. And you go in with the awareness, because our awareness is usually focused out, it goes in. But what happens is you're not actually moving anywhere. It's just a state of being is blossoming and unfolding. It's like cloudy day. Can't see the sun at all, dark day. Suddenly, with the wind, the clouds start separating a little, like slowly they move and they move and they move and they move, and the sun is there more and more and more and more until the clouds are just on the periphery of your vision, and then there are no clouds. So you haven't gone anywhere. But the state of your existence has shifted due to your attention to it. It's as though if your attention were the wind that made those clouds separate.